Overexploitation of natural resources such as water, fossil fuels, and minerals has wide-ranging and severe environmental consequences. These impacts not only threaten ecosystems, but also pose long-term risks to human well-being. Below is an expanded explanation of how the overuse of these critical resources affects the environment. Water overuse. Fresh water is an essential resource for both humans and wildlife, yet its overextraction from rivers, lakes, and underground aquifers is becoming increasingly common due to growing demand. Excessive water use for agriculture, industry, and personal consumption depletes natural sources of water. When water is withdrawn faster than it can be replenished, it leads to water scarcity, which directly impacts both people and ecosystems. Aquatic habitats suffer, as diminished water flow affects fish and plant species that rely on stable water levels and quality. Over time, reduced water availability can also lead to conflict among communities, nations, and industries that rely on the same water sources. Moreover, the overuse of water resources can cause a decline in water quality as pollution concentrates in dwindling supplies, threatening both ecosystems and human health. Fossil fuel depletion. The extraction and burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, have profound environmental effects. Fossil fuels are non-renewable resources, meaning they are finite and cannot be replenished on a human timescale. The continuous exploitation of these resources not only reduces their availability for future generations, but also has damaging consequences for the environment. Burning fossil fuels releases large quantities of greenhouse gases, particularly carbon dioxide, CO2, which is the leading cause of global warming and climate change. This process accelerates the melting of polar ice caps, rising sea levels, and the occurrence of extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves. In addition, the extraction of fossil fuels often involves destructive activities such as mining, drilling, and deforestation, which further harm natural habitats and contribute to biodiversity loss. For example, oil spills and mining activities can severely degrade landscapes and pollute air and water sources. Mineral overexploitation. Mineral resources, such as metals and precious stones, are essential for modern technology and infrastructure. However, the extraction of these minerals has significant environmental costs. Mining disrupts entire ecosystems, particularly through processes such as open-pit mining, which can transform landscapes and destroy wildlife habitats. Deforestation often accompanies mining operations, as vast areas of land are cleared to access mineral deposits. Soil erosion and loss of fertile land follow, reducing the productivity of ecosystems and agricultural lands. Additionally, mining can release toxic chemicals and heavy metals into nearby water bodies, which not only poison aquatic life, but also affect downstream water quality for human use. The environmental damage from mining often persists long after operations have ceased, as ecosystems take years or even decades to recover from such disturbances.
Climate change.
One of the most far-reaching consequences of overexploitation, particularly of fossil fuels, is climate change. The burning of fossil fuels for energy is the primary source of greenhouse gas emissions, which trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere and cause global temperatures to rise. Climate change has a multitude of effects on the environment, including more frequent and severe weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and floods. It also leads to the melting of polar ice caps and glaciers, contributing to rising sea levels that threaten coastal communities around the world. Furthermore, climate change alters ecosystems and disrupts the natural patterns of species migration, breeding, and feeding. For instance, warmer ocean temperatures are causing coral bleaching, which is devastating marine ecosystems that support vast amounts of biodiversity. As climate change accelerates, these environmental challenges will become more pronounced, affecting not only wildlife but also human populations, particularly in vulnerable areas. Conclusion. To address the serious environmental impacts of overexploitation, it is crucial to adopt sustainable resource management practices. This includes promoting renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and hydropower, which reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and mitigate the effects of climate change. Efficient water use, such as through improved irrigation techniques and water recycling, can help conserve precious freshwater resources. Responsible mining practices, such as reducing waste and rehabilitating mining sites, can minimize the environmental damage caused by mineral extraction. Additionally, efforts to restore degraded ecosystems and protect biodiversity are essential for maintaining the health of our planet. By reducing consumption patterns and promoting more sustainable lifestyles, we can lessen the pressure on natural resources and create a more balanced relationship between humans and the environment.